Well, after 4 years, I have to say it's really good to be back on campus, even if I don't recognize half of it, but it looks amazing. There's a quote I've recently really come to appreciate from Joseph Campbell, and he says, "We must be willing to let go of the life that we have planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us." During my years on this campus, I was constantly planning and anticipating the life that was waiting for me outside these walls. And my academic advisor, Don Grady, who is here tonight, can attest that by the second semester of my freshman year, I had all 4 years of my courses planned out and just mapped, and I would just show up and be like, this is what I'm taking. I'm ready to go. And never in my wildest dreams, though, did I anticipate what was in store once I got out of those classes. Once I left the halls of McEwen Communications, once I left my beloved dorm of the Billy House or the Keenan Honors Pavilion. But once I entered the real world and opened myself to something other than what I had planned, life seemed to explode with possibilities and exceed my wildest expectations. It included opportunities at the Museum of Modern Art, an opportunity that happened because I almost missed my train in New York. It included positions with producers in Hollywood at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, and now at my current musical venture with my business partner, Ed Helms, informing the Bluegrass Situation blog and festival. But to get to that point of letting go and breaking our expectations, you have to have the courage and the gumption to take a leap into the unknown. And that takes great encouragement and training and an incredible support system by really good people. I was fortunate enough to be raised by two parents who never doubted or criticized any of my crazy ideas, and they got pretty crazy. When I was 6, after watching Jurassic Park, I decided I was going to be a paleontologist. And I very proudly announced this to my family and got very obsessive about dinosaurs. And my parents took my career decision very seriously. And they took my brother and I on a cross-country trip to Utah to see Dinosaur National Monument and see what paleontologists really did. And after about 5 minutes of staring at a rock, I was convinced this was not what I wanted to do. And it turns out I was actually more infatuated with the movie-making aspect of Jurassic Park and not the actual science part. But it seems logical then that when I announced to my mom and dad a few years back that I was going to start a music blog about bluegrass, something I knew very little about but was extremely passionate for, or a year and a half after that when I was leaving a very comfortable and steady film gig in Hollywood to pursue blogging and music full time, they didn't call me crazy. They were supportive and they were wonderful, and they never doubted for a second that I was doing the right thing. And it was this similar environment of freedom and encouragement that I found the moment I walked on this campus. From the day I stepped into the Fresh TV classroom with Jay McMurdy, and he handed me a camera and told me, just make something, anything, to when I pitched my television pilot my freshman year to Linda Lashendock, my mentor, and created Road Trip, which was a really great excuse to take road trips during college and film it with your friends. And I had no previous knowledge of how to make a TV show before then. Or when my friends and I decided not only were we going to make a film, but we were going to make a movie musical. And I'd like to say this was like 4 years before Glee, so that was pretty cool. No idea was too wild or too out of the box. My Elon family cultivated my curiosity and my imagination, just as my blood family has done 18 years prior. So I leave with this challenge to current and incoming students. Ralph Waldo Emerson famously said, go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life you've imagined. And I disagree. I have to say, live the life you couldn't have imagined. Live the life that is too wonderful for you to even fathom, because it can happen if you can go confidently. And I thank Elon for encouraging me and instilling me with that, and for this award.